This is a presentation brought to you by Team Cap and Trade, consisting of Andrew Parise, Alexa Magnotta, Krista Bruggen, and Tori Tibbetts. What this presentation will overlay is what cap and trade exactly is and the pros and cons about it. Cap and trade is an environmental policy tool that creates a limit on the total amount of pollution released into the atmosphere, and at the same time it encourages businesses to adopt alternate energy methods. The way it works is that the government issues a certain amount of permits to each factory. For the sake of this example, we'll say 10 units. Now let's say continuing this hypothetical situation, that factory A on the left only uses 4 of the total 10 units that the government issued in their permits. So now they can sell them to factory B, and then 14's total will be increased to 14. So as you can see, the total amount is still 20 units. But as you can see, though, factory B is able to produce 16 of these units, whereas now factory A's total limit is only 4.
Cap and trade has the potential to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide recorded in 2005 by 80% by 2050. This process can produce billions of dollars for the government to spend on consumer energy programs and community improvement projects. This will also create jobs. Cap and trade will boost no-till agriculture, which will reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Cap and trade will reduce the amount of greenhouse gases, thus reducing the amount of natural disasters. Because the government would make more money, households would have to pay less taxes and will create less stress on lower-income families. By making this change, the United States could influence other countries, such as China, to change to cap-and-trade philosophies. If a business had to pay to store their emissions, it might be influenced to create or find new fuel sources.
Those are the pros of cap and trade.
If the cap is not reduced, the income of farmers will decrease. For instance, by $8 billion in 2012, $25 billion by 2024, and $50 billion by 2035. Prices on increased emissions would cause prices of goods to rise. This would trigger the basic economic principle of supply and demand. If the goods are priced higher, then there will be less of a demand, so then the manufacturer of the goods would lose money. People that would be affected by this would be farmers, especially small farms, small business owners, and corporations, because prices would be higher for agriculture. If corporations produce more emissions, they would be fined heavily by the government. Eventually, this cost would be handed down to the consumers because prices would rise.
Cap and trade is a potential option for reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This is in hopes to reduce the emissions that pollute our world. Thank you for watching our cap and trade video. Make sure you leave comments regarding our cap and trade discussion question. Thank you.